Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to What's Good, the podcast where Simon and I talk about what a incredible phenomenon Baby Shark has been.
No, we don't. Okay, stop.
In the music world. Well, not only in the music world, but also in worldwide culture. I've been thinking about that intro.
You've been thinking about that intro?
For like a couple of days, and I fucked it up. I know one story of you where you passed out in the middle of a road.
That wasn't in a road. That was at Wireless, this one. I have passed out in a road, but this was at Wireless. I met a couple fans. They were like, "Oh, you have a drink? You want some?" I was already a little bit drunk. So they offered me their drink. I was like, "Oh, these guys seem nice. I'll have some of their drink." It was literally like some sort of alcohol with this it was like a 10-to-1 ratio of alcohol to Fanta. It was the most, and it was warm.
Ooh.
It was the most disgusting thing I've ever had. I walked back. Yeah. I had to be a lad. So I walked back in.
Lad.
I walked back into the VIP tent or whatever it was.
Okay.
Yeah, flex. Weird flex, but okay.
Well, that's not a weird flex. That's a really good flex.
True. And I remember my legs stopped working. I got to the other guys and I literally just collapsed. And then I was sat there, I passed out, then I woke up, threw up on myself all over.
Oh.
They took me to the hospital tent and I stayed there for about 3 hours till the end of the show. And then they were like, "We have to get him out." So they had to get me across the entire thing without people obviously taking pictures, and I couldn't walk. So they put me in a wheelchair, gave me someone's hat, put glasses on me, and I think G had a fan.
Okay.
And I held a fan, like a Chinese
an
fan.
actual fan.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I held it.
Didn't have a fan.
No. I held it in front of my face the whole time, just like passed out. To be fair to my friends, I got some good friends.
Yeah.
I've never seen a picture of me passed out from that event.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have taken a photo of you.
Exactly. I know someone did take a picture in the tent while I was like dribbling, and G made them delete it. And I was like, G has just saved me here.
Yeah. I mean, I think it gets to a point where like a friend wouldn't do that. A good enough friend, like a really, really good friend, would take a photo of you for the banter.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't share it.
I mean, a couple of fans were trying to take photos.
Out of line.
And I was kind of like, you don't know where that's going to end up.
Yeah.
Like, if you took a photo of me when I was passed out, I'd be like, cool, because I know you're going to show me that tomorrow, then you might show JJ.
Yeah,
that's it.
Probably,
you ain't going to just, if it's that bad,
if
it's that bad, you're not going to tweet it out.
No.
So,
hey, I'm just going to give this some light on the podcast.
Oh no.
It's not going to spoil it, but you have a photo of JJ that you're waiting to put out there, right?
Yeah.
Was you waiting for the right time? I'm not going to tell you guys what it is, but
it's got to be. It's because it was so random and it actually haunts me.
Yeah.
So I was kind of like, you know what? This has to be the perfect reply. It's when he tweets something, I just need to. I need to reply. But it's kind of gross.
He tweeted something that was perfect for it, but he deleted it. But I'll talk to you about it later.
Oh, okay.
Damn it. Yeah, that'd have been good. That'd have been a good shout.
Oh. Missed it.
That's what.
That was Wireless.
Nice.
What you're saying in the middle of the road? Oh, you're talking about I went to my mate's birthday party and I was like the last one to leave.
No. I mean, you could have continue the story, but I'm talking about. I mean, this is a while ago now, like a few years ago.
When Josh and Vic.
Yeah. Oh, so they were there as well.
So I was at a mate's birthday party.
Okay.
And I went and I was like completely drunk.
I've never seen you get this drunk.
I've only done it like 4 times.
Yeah, you don't usually get too drunk.
No,
it's probably
because of these. Because of these events. That was mate's birthday party. Left the club really drunk. Apparently, I was just walking along, and genuinely, I don't remember it. I don't remember leaving the club. Apparently, I just collapsed, like fully collapsed. And then I had my phone in my hand. I threw up on myself. Had my phone and my wallet in my hand, and the bouncer came over and was like, "I'm going to just stand here, to stop someone robbing him."
Yeah.
And he took my phone off me, unlocked it, like just put my hand on it to unlock it. Then was like, "Okay, you need to go home. Yeah, because no cab's taking me because I'm covered in sick." They're like, "Who can I call?" And apparently he was just there. I was just there drunk, going, "Phone Josh, phone Josh." Like, yeah, Josh, he'll pick me up like that.
Yeah.
So Josh answers it, FaceTime.
Oh wow.
It's a FaceTime, and it's just this bouncer, and he's like, "Are you Josh? Yeah. This is your mate." And just turns it, and I'm like, "Hi, Josh," just drunk. So I said, so eventually Josh was like, "Oh yeah, I'll come and get you." Goes on my computer to go on Facebook because he knew I'd organised it on Facebook.
Okay.
And he sees the last person I messaged, who was someone who was there, and messages them to say like, do you mind going back to look after him till we get there?
Yeah.
So then he was already in a cab, so they had to get out, come back to me. He was with a girl that he was trying to have sex with.
Okay.
Not Josh, my schoolmate. He got there. Josh and Vic came and picked me up. Then all of us, including my mate and the girl he was trying to bang, all went back to the house. I woke up, the old house.
And I went to.
And yeah, that was how I got picked up kind of thing. But my mate is still with that girl.
Oh, wow.
So our house is the...
That's a really happy story.
Yeah, I think if they didn't come back for me, they would have ended up being with all my other mates.
Yeah.
And would have just done
You
the
have
ting.
influence. That's a butterfly effect, kind of.
Exactly.
They might name their kid Simon.
I wouldn't.
And then Tibet.
Tibet. Stop. It's not Tibet. It's...
I'd name my kid Tibet.
What? No, you won't.
No, I won't.
What's your worst drunk story?
I can't think. You know, while you were talking about that, I was trying to think, but I think I spoke about the cigar thing on here, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I just gone blank. I can't think of any other drunk story that I've... I think there are plenty, but I can't remember them.
That's two of them. One is I just got drunk and walked to where my parents were having dinner. Like I walked 2 miles, went to the house they were having dinner, knocked on the door and passed out.
Wow.
So they literally opened the door to me on the floor.
You pass out a lot.
It's because I have like, I can get very drunk and then it's like, there's a period where it's just like, any more drink and it's passed out. It's not like, it's quite a large area of one more drink kind of thing.
Okay. I've got a story.
Okay.
It's actually the first time I ever got drunk.
Okay. Same as me. I've had that.
Yeah.
Where you pass out.
I didn't pass out, no, but it
I
was so joke. So it was my brother's wedding.
Okay.
I can't remember how old I was, but I really can't remember.
Doesn't matter how old you were.
It kind of does though, because well, it doesn't matter to the podcast, but it matters to me. I want to find this information out. I just can't remember what year did my brother get married. It doesn't matter too much. I think I was about 14.
Okay, we are 14.
I think they just celebrated their 10th.
Okay, no. You're 14. We'll stick with that.
I'm 14. Anyway, I'm young. I'm quite young. It's the first time I got drunk, right?
Okay.
Properly drunk. No, not the first time I drank, but the first time I got actually drunk. So what happened was, at his wedding, he had, you guys listening might have had this at your wedding as well, or a wedding, where they have wine on the table, red and white.
Yeah.
And if one goes, they bring a new one.
Yeah.
So it's just always wine. So my uncle gave me a bottle of red and a bottle of white wine to take up to his hotel room so he can get... By the way,
2 new ones.
His hotel room was also the hotel room that my cousin...
Okay,
2 of my cousins were staying in as well.
Sure.
Yeah, so we went up there and I took them. He's like, take these. I was like, okay, I will. Took them on red, on white, and then so he could get more. Got up there and I was like... just drink them. So I drank. I think I drank.
Lad.
Yeah, I think I drank pretty much the whole bottle of the red and the whole bottle of the white.
Oh my God.
And I was so drunk. I was so young as well. And I just remember, like, this is a point where me and Laura weren't necessarily, like, properly going out at this stage. We were, like, kind of, but there were a few other girls, I guess you could say, on the radar.
Such a lad.
Yeah, on the equation.
Such a lad.
So I text every girl. That like I think 4 or 5 girls. Even one of the girls I was like, not really into. Text them all saying, I really love you.
Oh my God.
I was like, I love you, I really like you, let's go out or something, let's do this. I sent it to all of them. And then I think, Laura was like stuck. That's why, she always like, even now, we've been married for like a year now, we've been going out for 10 years or something. She's always like, you didn't even want to go out with me. I was just the only one who entertained it. So that was just funny. I did that. But then I remember the wedding was just a blur. Like, in films when like you're drunk. So the person's drunk and everything's like spinning around, everything's going crazy. My memory is like that. And I was just walking into family members. I was walking into... my family used to go... Well, my family goes to church, so he went to church. So it's like a lot of the old church members. And I was just like hitting them. And obviously like, if they're Christians, they're like really mad that I'm drunk anyway.
Yeah.
And I was like just being really rude, like smashing into them, walking. It was bad. It was really bad.
Yeah. The first time I got drunk was like that.
Yeah.
It was in Canada. And I'd made a bet with my oldest brother I'd never get drunk.
Which brother?
My oldest brother, Johnny. I made a bet with him.
Never heard of him.
I made a bet with him for like, I think it was like $1,000 or something. I was like, I will never get drunk. I was like, until I'm 18.
Okay.
I said, until I finish uni, I think it was. I was like, I won't get drunk.
Wow.
So I said, I bet him like $1,000 or something like that. And so I went to Canada to see Nick, who was teaching there. He was doing like the student, whatever, the sports coach. I don't know.
I think
he was doing something like that.
I think that's
he was living in a dorm with 2 other guys, 3 other guys, and they were told you're not allowed girls and you're not allowed more than 10 people. So they decided to have a party because they were all leaving, and they decided we're going to have 50 people, 25 of them being girls. One of them was me,
Lads.
who was 15.
I thought one of the girls was
No,
you.
I was not one of the girls.
Plot twist.
Simonette. So I went, and it was literally, my brother just decided, you know what, I'm just getting drunk. But it went too far. It went to the point where I passed out. I woke up in the middle of the night, threw up in my bed, well, Nick's bed, where I was meant to sleep, which Nick had been kicked down to because I had passed out in his bed. The sink, the toilet, the bin, like everywhere. But if I hadn't passed out, the teachers came in and they went, everyone who's not staying here, get out now. And that would have been me. But because I'd passed out on the top bunk and they couldn't see me,
Oh, nice.
I got to stay.
Well, the lesson is, guys, drink.
Pass out early.
Yeah.
Pass out early. If you're gonna get drunk, just pass out early.
It's good that you know your first time. That's my first time. It sounds weird.
My first time. I remember my first time.
But it's funny to have those. Yeah, it's funny to have these stories.
Yeah. Although I think I only ended up paying my brother like tenner.
Yeah. Well,
I was like, oh no, we bet a tenner, not a grand.
I remember
I think it was $5,000. I gave him 50 quid.
Nice. Well, he's probably still waiting for the
yeah.
rest.
Yeah.
Johnny, if you're watching this.
He won't watch this.
Okay.
It's fine.
One of my, I wasn't too drunk at this, but I remember it's from Vegas. I bet Harry £1,000. I didn't know. I knew he bottle flipped.
Yeah.
I didn't know how sick he was.
Oh, he does it every
I didn't know he
second
was
of the day.
this good at it. I thought he just did it for fun a lot of time, but So we were at the club the first night, and I was like, I'll give you £1,000. You bottle flip and land it.
That's so dumb.
First time.
Yeah.
He was like,
I remember that.
yeah. He was like, okay.
That was the night with Vidal there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the one that I got in.
Yeah.
He did it first time, and I was like, ha ha ha. And I was thinking Josh was there first. I was like, yo, Josh, I just, but I definitely could not afford it. I didn't even have it. I was like, I think I probably had it, but if I did, all my savings is gone.
Yeah.
And I was like, Josh, I just Harry 1,000, and he was like, you idiot. And then Harry just did it again. Like literally, the second try,
Oh
he
my
did it.
God.
And I was like, I've made a mistake.
I've made a severe lapse of judgment.
Yeah.
Imagine you have to do one of those to Harry.
Yeah, but he never asked me. I think I bet him again, a different related thing, £1,000, and he won that as well.
Everyone always bets like dumb amounts. You remember when we were walking towards
Yes!
the hostel?
The gym.
No, what?
The gum. I meant to say
gum.
I meant to say
Is that how you
gum.
pronounce gum? So, yeah, we were walking towards the hospital when JJ hurt his wrist. And it was like, I went, oh, how much would you give me if I could like spit this out and kick it into a bin? Like 10 yards away.
You got the amounts wrong. JJ said 1,000, I said 100.
Yeah. But you said £100. Like, £100 is still, like, that's still a very high amount. But then JJ said $1,000. And I was like, you're right. Like, that's a lot of money.
Well, yeah. But even like,
So I literally just spat it out, booted it. And it
went in.
Pinged off the corner and went in.
It was like posted in.
Yeah.
But you drilled it. It was like,
Yeah, it was
Roberto Carlos.
Yeah, it was incredible. It was the best thing I think I've ever done. It's my best achievement ever.
And then you tweeted it, and I was literally like, no one's going to believe you.
Yeah.
And no one did believe you. But
Yeah.
I think I backed you up publicly.
Well, my rule was, because neither of you paid me, because I said, you don't have to pay me as long as you spread my legacy.
Yeah. You did
Not
say
spread
that.
my legs before everyone tries to change that.
I did
as long
that.
As you,
I chose that way out.
As long as you spread the legacy of the gum kick,
Yeah.
we're cool.
JJ hasn't, so he owes you £1,000.
Well, it was more a thing of like, if I ever bring it up, you two have to be like, yeah, it was
Yeah,
sick.
It was good.
As long as
it's insane.
If he doesn't do that, if I bring it up in front of someone that I'm trying to impress,
Yeah.
and he just goes, I don't remember, I'm gonna be like, you owe me £1,000.
Yeah, well, you're getting £1,000 from him for that. I'm getting $2,000 from him when I pull off the.
You ain't gonna do it. The baby shark thing. Stop.
I'm gonna do it.
You ain't
Sam.
doing it.
I'm gonna do it.
I think that's done with the drunk story, isn't it?
Yeah, I have better ones. Maybe just remind me next time.
Well, one time we will get drunk on this podcast.
Yeah, okay, let's do that. Yeah.
One time.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll have to be very careful with editing it.
I know, yeah.
We'll have to watch it back the next day, just like, what did we say?
Yeah, usually when I do this, I just put it up on iTunes straight away. Let's not do that.
Yeah, no.
Is this still on the video? Are we still on YouTube right now?
About to end it.
Okay, guys, go and listen to this podcast on Spotify
Nice.
and Apple. iTunes or the Apple Podcast app. If you've got an iPhone, it's go to the podcast app. Listen to us on there. You'll hear the whole thing. It's good. It's better. It's probably you get more in-depth stuff.
Yeah, there's stuff before we start this video. There's stuff in between the two videos we do. Yeah.